And the people in front of me need no introduction, but it is my first, so I'll do a bit. We have Tillotama Shome, the director Tanuj Chopra. We have Rasika Dugal and the magnificent and timeless beauty Shefali Shah, one of my favorites.
Thank you, Russell. So sweet of you. Thank you.
Okay, I would dive headlong into anything that comes as a sequel, be it a web series, be it a movie. There's something called from the 60s. It's called a curse of the sequel. How do y'all, as a maker, as the stars of the show, as somebody who's coming in new into season 2, how do you circumvent the curse of the sequel?
Well, you know, Delhi Crime is a special kind of show. If you think about it, it's a one-off thing that has never been done before, and it was about a case that was very unique. I think this season it's all about sort of taking our characters that we have in season 1 and moving them forward. You know, we don't try to make season 1 again. It's not possible. It's such a unique situation. Why? It's a losing chance. So I think the way we avoid it is think about what new can happen. Where can these characters go? I think sometimes shows falter when they try to repeat what they've done before and not grow. So we talked a lot about change and how this show can change.
Shefali ma'am and Rasika, I'll bring you all into this. Coming back to a show, I remember Arshad Varsi had once told me that when he revisited Circuit, when he did Lagero Munna Bhai, he had to rewatch Munna Bhai MBBS 5 times again. So coming back into a show and a character that became overnight iconic like Vartika and Neeti, who was like the perfect foil to Vartika. How do you all approach the character? Because is it easier as performance, or does it become more difficult to get back into that skill?
Well, for me, it was, I was very excited because Vartika's my favorite character, and it's just, Vartika and Delhi Crime mean something else to me. But there was also this, you know, it was very overwhelming and daunting because the thought was that, you know, pehla wala ho gaya.
Ji.
Ab how do I match up to that?
Yeah, there's something to live up to.
Yeah, how can I like you said, she became iconic overnight.
Yeah.
And that is not what I went out to do. Yeah. I just went out to creating her like true to what she was supposed to be created into. So that is what that was like, oh God, what do I do? But I love her. I'm possessed with her. I really am. And also her core hasn't changed. But you're discovering more facets of her internally and emotionally and mentally, because there are far more internal conversations she's having on this one. There are a lot of doubts and debates she's going through with herself. But it was just like, I don't know, something happens to me when I step into those shoes. I really don't know what it is. I cannot explain it.
You don't have to. That's what happens to every character you take on.
But Vartika is so sweet of you. But like, I don't know. And you know, the thought was, oh my God, these shoes just got bigger. How do I step into them? And they somehow fit.
They do fit.
I mean,
Rasika, I would say that this time, with all due respect to all the actors, including you, but this time I think so, personally as a viewer who saw it, your character graph has grown the most probably, because there's been a lot of aspects of your personal life that has come into the show. And I think so, you got a promotion in this one, you're roaming around in the Lal Batti car and all this time. So,
which she never gets, poor thing.
Yeah, which you were mean to her in one of the scenes.
Because she didn't turn up on time.
That was my fault. Every time they talk about the scene, I start feeling guilty.
Yeah. That's called living the character.
कि मैं late पहुंची थी.
गाड़ी नहीं थी वो.
Considering the progress of yours has been the maximum, how do you approach that as an actor? Because your character graph has enhanced the most.
It's always very exciting to go to season 2, and especially for a character who you like so much. I really like Neeti Singh. I connect with her a lot. I feel she's a lot like me, like I was at least in my younger days and in my college days. And so I'm very happy to revisit that. I was very moved and interested by the personal track that the writers and Tanuj had written in for Neeti this season, because I felt like it was the story of many women around us, and it was nice to want to explore this relationship between between Devender and Neeti, which both of them are really trying to make things work, but somehow the timing is wrong. It's just that they're on the same page at different times.
Yeah, the love is there, but...
And the love is there, and they're trying to make things work. And we wanted to graph it a particular way so that nobody looks disadvantaged in this relationship. It's just that two people are making an effort, but it's not working out. So that was interesting to me this season. And also I like the idea that she's a more confident and comfortable police officer this season. I had shadowed a police officer in season 1 and I shadowed the same police officer in season 2, and I saw that change in her. And when I went to meet her in season 2, I almost felt proud of her,
I could connect to your character the most because this is something I keep encountering with my girlfriends, like time nahi de rahe ho, time nahi de rahe ho, time nahi de rahe ho. Media mein hu, obviously not much as police people, but I could connect to that a lot. Okay, if I have to tell you to choose between Neeti and your character in Mirzapur, closer to your heart, which one would it be?
Closer to my heart, Neeti.
Oh, okay.
But exciting in terms of physicality, Beena.
But anyways,
very different from
मेरा headline बन गया.
Chalo ji, de diya.
You coming into season 2, a clean slate, okay? You obviously, I'm sure you must have seen season 1. Everybody has.
Of course.
It's and it doesn't get bigger than an Emmy. It's an Emmy-winning show.
I would have watched it I watched it on the day it came out.
So, but is somebody coming in new? Are you more free? Is there more freedom? Is there absolutely no baggage? Is that how a new character comes into season 2?
I've never come into a season 2 of something, nor have I done a season 2 of something that I've done a season 1 of. It's all very new.
Yeah.
This whole web series as a format is very new for me. In fact, Delhi Crime is coming out now, but it was the first web series that I had actually shot for. I had never done one before.
Okay.
So I never thought about it that, but I did feel a sense of responsibility towards my director who trusted me with this part, and to my co-actors who have created something that that has had such a huge impact on, and way before the Emmy.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of us friends who got together. That Delhi Crime's coming out tomorrow, guys. Let's say, we had to it was like a potluck. No one ate anything because it was difficult to eat, but we all came together to watch that show. So there was that excitement of joining a cast like that and a team like that, because it's the teamwork shows,
Yes.
And the way they spoke about their director and each other, I wanted to be a part of that. But my character anyway is an outsider in this world.
Yes.
And in a way a disruptor in this world. So it was also okay to not have had scenes with them, for instance. Like, I didn't get to hang out with them because we hardly had any interaction.
That was conscious because of the kind of characters
Just the timing. I mean, the scheduling, right? I mean, the gang had their own scenes and we shot it. And besides the encounter, the chase, we didn't get to work together. So that, I think, by design. I don't know what I'm saying anymore right now.
Making sense. But now when you this is a show that is built, I would say, entirely on women. Okay, and this time more so, even the villainous character is also a woman, which I really loved. Okay, I love that because I find women in villainous characters to be very empowering because I've always loved villains from the beginning. So this is, even in Hollywood, if you go to see, there's been a Kill Bill, there's been a Lara Croft, but there haven't been women really taking franchises forward. This is first time we are seeing women taking franchise forward. Is this something that, has it ever dawned on you all? Do you all ever feel a sense of onus for laying the path, trailblazing path for all the women to come after you all?
Wow, I didn't think of it like that.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes an outsider's lens.
Well, I never. I mean,
Absolutely. I think that's a big part of this. That's a huge part of why this worked for me, at least. You're saying a lot of my thoughts that I had when I was thinking of this show early on.
I didn't think of it so consciously, I have to admit.
I didn't think of that's really cool.
But now that...
Tanuj,
Yeah, this was the plan.
Wow, sorry, I woke up a little late. After full shooting, release cake. Beta, do you realize what we are doing? Oh, I didn't.
मैम मुझे भी थोड़ा क्रेडिट दो मैं ही आपको
Totally. और अगर आपने ये बात नहीं निकाली होती तो मुझे जिंदगी में खबर पता ही नहीं चलता.
We're the same. We got like cool shoes. We're the same dude.
Only the earring is missing.
Yeah.
He'll give you one.
He'll give you one.
I actually have one at home. I don't wear it. Okay, but now this is, I would like to hear your thoughts on it. Women taking franchise forward.
Very exciting, yeah. And if DC,
it's a responsibility also, right?
Of course it is.
Yes.
Of course it is. But who said that somebody who's going to take something forward can't falter or fail?
Absolutely.
And I mean, like, I actually believe it, you know. If you fall, your only way to go is up.
Yeah.
You're going to get up, put a band-aid and move on.
उसमें ज़्यादा मजा भी आता है.
वो ना पता नहीं. But no, I mean, it's great. I don't know whether we're laying out paths for somebody, okay? But I do know that a lot of women before us have laid out the path which we are walking today on. It may not have been, they did not have the advantage of OTT, or unfortunately there was this thin line, there was a line always of parallel cinema and commercial cinema.
Medical, Govinda.
But exactly. Yeah. But there is Shabana Azmi ji, there is Smita Patil, yes. There is Vidya Balan, you know, who's brought it back as women-centric films and such amazing films. She does Parinita and then she does Dirty Picture and she does a Sulu.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow. So I think everyone, and I genuinely believe that, whether it's a film or it's actors, everyone in the industry somewhere holds each other's hand. With someone's success, the others grow. I believe that. Whether it's, so I don't see it as we are taking the lead. And even if we did, maybe this one, but there'll be somebody who will take another lead and we'll follow and we'll get there. I mean, it's a together thing. I see it as a together thing. You know, it's a growth not just for us, not just for Delhi Crime or me or Rasika or Tilly or Tanuj. I think it's a growth for the entire industry, no?
Yeah.
That we're taking that leap. I think it's amazing. Wow, I'm so nice.
Okay, winding up last two questions क्योंकि मुझे इशारा already मिल गया है. एक के साथ मैं जोड़ देता हूँ. Okay, so what I would like to know is ये कच्चा बनियान गैंग आ गया इसमें. Okay, and first one was totally based. I mean, everything was well documented because it is a real case, arguably the most shocking case in Indian judicial history. This one is based, it's taken forward from a real incident, but then y'all have created a fictitious world around it.
The show is season 2 is based on different kind of crime this time, and while it's a more fictional story, everything in this story is coming from a real crime somewhere. So we've pieced even Tillotama's character comes from a real story somewhere. Okay. So this isn't all fictional. It's not like we made it all up. But we've pieced together the crime. So instead of having one crime that leads to a truth, these fictional piece or these pieced together crimes can create a bigger emotional truth, because it's heading towards where we want to go as a theme. So we've used a different technique this season, but the case is if season 1 was about the Nirbhaya and the themes of justice, season 2 is about fear, and about vulnerability of old people, and it's about a ride, and it's about getting people to enjoy the show who couldn't see season 1 because of the themes. So there's been some changes, but we want to keep the IP, the look, the feel, the way the camera moves, the way the characters have grown. It's all connected. It was born in season 1.
Work I've seen on a notice.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
David
yes.
Boland is amazing.
The panning shots, it was
amazing.
good.
Amazing.
He has an excellent DOP.
Season 3 में कितना आप हमें wait कराओगे?
Do you want season 3? Do you want a season 3? You scream it from the rooftops. Let them know.
Let's start a petition. We want season 3.
इसके लिए petition की जरूरत नहीं है मैम. सबको चाहिए.
It'll come. We'll see.
He's not even told us, huh? No, we're genuinely telling you. Like every day when you all ask, we look at him like, hey,
in hope.
Nothing. He ignores us.
फिर से 3-4 साल रुकाने वाले हैं आप.
No. What nonsense.
We want 4-5 seasons actually.
Yeah. हाँ तो फिर एक साल में लाइए.
अच्छा काम करने में टाइम लगता है.
देखो, let's
Art
see.
takes
Let's see.
time.
वो भी है.
Said so somebody
Dekho, let's
very
see.
famously.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Russell,
you.
thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
brilliant. It was brilliant with all 4 of you all. And yes,
What a spin he put on this whole. I'm still thinking about
It's true.
What?
the women leading a franchise.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
I've always thought of it.
So why didn't you tell?
I say it, but nobody listens. Everyone listens to me at the very end. And they're like, oh, that's what Tanuj said.
that's why you're
That's why he's a showrunner and
that's why you're the
director.
director.
That's why you're the director. You can manage us.
Yeah, you can manage us.
At that D.W. Griffith Stories dinner, the bank manager asked him, "What everybody does everything. What do you do?" He had no answer as a director.
That means it's a good thing.
Yeah, but it was amazing. And you said 4-5 seasons. I hope it's 10-12.
Thank you.
God willing.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.